Hello and welcome to Most Haunted Extra. We're here at Fyvie Castle. I'm in a real big hurry, but stick with us and enjoy it because everyone is really excited. Right, well, we've just arrived. It's a superb place, it really is fantastic. When you come in, there's suits of armour, there's swords, there are guns on all the walls. It's just superb. I feel like I'm at home. I could walk straight in here tomorrow morning or now with my stuff and live here.
This is a fantastic castle. The surroundings are amazing. It's a pleasure coming up to Scotland, filming up here. It's one of those locations where you feel lucky to be here.
I think as it's getting darker, the place is changing. I've been around here today. I haven't been scared at all. It's such a beautiful place. It's such a fascinating place. The history is absolutely amazing. I think in the dark, when it's pitch black, I've just been around turning off the lights. It does take on a different sort of atmosphere because of all the old artefacts that are here. And it does change, and we, even though we've been here all day, still between us don't know our whole way around this place because it is so big.
The curse of the pit, the secret room, if anyone opens it, the laird dies and his wife goes blind. 2 lairds tried to open it, both of them died, one from a serious accident on a horse, and the other one, and both of their wives suffered eye irritations, one went blind. That can't be coincidence, and apparently it's documented, so you have to take these curses very seriously.
I would love to open up this secret chamber. There's a huge curse around it, and you know, even the guy who now manages it, Robert, who's an amazing person, he's such a lovely man, but he even said that he wouldn't open it, not in his time, because of this curse. Whereas I'd be fascinated to open it and just see what's inside it. I don't care, you know, it's not that I don't care about the curse, but I just want to see what's inside that room, if there's something in there.
I've just had a slight experience in the toilet actually. I came out of one door and the other door was open, whereas it was closed before, and it sounded like someone spoke to me. So whether there was something there, we don't know. We'll wait and see.
Well, we've just done the little walk around.
Make a noise. Bye.
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 Good luck!
Very interesting. He picked up on quite a few interesting things.
It's like, you know, Evie, is if I come to the area where you're standing now, especially there and a little bit further over, I know that for some reason she actually stops there, and I feel she's thinking what she wants to do next when she gets to this point. You see, she could find the vortex to leave this atmosphere right where she comes, where you're standing, but she, through her torment, she's not looking for it. What she's looking for, I suppose, bless her, is her own revenge.
Who's breathing really heavily?
I've heard it a couple of times.
Yeah, I could hear it here.
And I've heard it over your
saying.
mics. I've got you on radio mics and the boom here, and it's always been on your radio mic.
Oh, just to my right here.
Yeah,
like,
I heard it as well.
Really like...
Where you're standing, but she, through her torment, she's not looking for it. What she's looking for, I suppose, bless her, is her own revenge.
Who's breathing really heavily?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's ever so quiet.
Yeah, there's definitely something.
We were doing a walk around, like a lit walk around, and I went back into the room, this small little room, where David had previously picked up on the fact that the and the woman had been trapped in there and she basically starved to death. What made it fascinating for me was the first time I went in there, I stood in a position and I had the most awful searing, it was like some hot poker had just been through my temple, and like a horrible migraine where your eyes really hurt. I went back, and as soon as I walked out of the room it went, and I went back in the second time and stood in exactly the same position and exactly the same thing happened to me again. And it was really painful to the point where I was just thinking, God, you know, this is awful, I could faint. It just felt so bad. And I actually came out of the room and it just went, it could be, as they say, psychosomatic, but I knew that these sort of things happen in that room where people feel faint, they feel sick, they feel dizzy, they suffer from headaches. David, tell Richard exactly how you felt in that room.
In the little room?
The little room.
Yeah, I felt really ill. In fact, I had to kneel down on the floor because I thought I was going to drop. When I came out and we were standing stairs especially, I really thought I was going to throw up.
Yeah.
Or physically be sick. In fact, I was trying very hard not to be sick.
Our time upstairs had proved interesting, for it's in this area of the castle that many people associate Lilith Drummond and her depressing final moments of life. Could the most haunted crew have sensed her presence?
I just feel a bit sick.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Do you want to be sick?
I actually feel as though I could be sick. I'll be okay. I just need to get rid of this energy. It's just like quite, you know, difficult energy.
Is it her energy?
It's just the whole story, if you like. It's the recorded energy. Oh. I'm like, yeah, but if I'm sick on your shoes, I apologise.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Unfortunately, the nausea that accompanied David in the corridor didn't relent as we moved further along the second floor.
But what's really, really... Just touched my arm there.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's right, I've just got a really sharp pain in my head on this side.
Someone just touched my arm at the same time.
Flipping it. It's like somebody's put a hot skewer right in the side of my head. So you're connecting it with the woman again? You're right.
No, not really. I'm still really sick.
What happened in here? I needed to tell me what happened in here.
My nose is absolutely full of the smell of, you know, if you're standing in the middle of an abattoir, like that smell. Not that I've stood in the middle of an abattoir, but what I'd imagine. My nose is actually hurting with the smell of blood.
Please could you tap on the wall, on the floor, just to let us know that you're here now? Shh, I can't hear. Sorry.
I heard a bang behind me, by the way.
Okay. Can we just see?
I heard a bang, definitely. Oh, let's try and stand up, sorry.
Please, my lady, if you're here in this room, please can you make the bang louder so we can hear it that you're definitely here?
Oh,
It's difficult. What's the matter?
I don't think I thought I was going to faint.
You're right.
Yeah.
You sure did.
Just
Sure.
so hot, yeah.
Just got back from my first solo vigil when I was in the stone room, which is underneath the charter room. Now in the stone room there's a wall, now that's been sealed up and it's never ever been opened because it's got a curse on it. If you open it up, bad things happen. Now while I was in there, it was a bit relaxing to be honest at first because it was calm, there was no noises and nothing. Then you start getting knocks and bumps. I'm getting nothing down here. This is really... I mean, like I said, this is really, it is calm. There's no nasty feeling in here whatsoever. It is really relaxed and I don't feel stressed or frightened or anything at the minute. The master of the house or my lady are in here. Please, could you make a noise or knock on something? Oh, did you hear that? I had 2 knocks then. Oh, did you hear that? I had 2 knocks then. But then it got cold, and then there was a nasty smell, which is really hard to describe. It was like a sewagey, nasty smell. But as soon as I panned the camera back to the room, as soon as the smell happened, I had 4 or 5 flashing lights in the bottom right-hand corner. It's got a really nasty smell in here. Oh, I can't
describe it. It's really, it's like a sewagey type of smell. Damp, moist, nasty type of smell. What was that? What was that? What was that?
I've just come back from doing the vigil.
I believe Lily's Drummond has taken a bit of a liking to Carl. So let's see what happens.
Do you miss me?
Since I've been on my own, I've done 2 more vigils. Went up to the flat with the girls, Richard Felix and the estate manager.
We're now doing a vigil in Robert's flat, and we're told that it's very active up here, extremely active. Robert's just taken us round the place, frightened us to death, hasn't he, before we start, so a lot of poltergeist activity upstairs. So we're going to see what happens. We are indeed, aren't we, chaps?
Does your hi-fi always switch itself off?
Well, you know what?
And back on.
I've got a friend who's got one the same, and they're not bothered with it. But it comes on and off all the time.
And there it goes again.
Is it meant to do that, Robert?
No, it's not meant to do it, because I'm quiet, but it does it all the time.
I just got it coming on and off then.
There's a spirit in this room with us now. Can you make the hi-fi go off, like you've been doing? Can you do it on command? If we now ask you to switch it off, will you do that for us? Dame Lilith Drummond, if you're here, prove to us that you're here. Switch Robert's hi-fi off. Now.
Maybe if you ask nicely.
Sorry, was I a bit disrespectful then? Dame Lilith, I do apologise. Would you please switch off the hi-fi for us? We're not asking you to jump through hoops.
Oh.
Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Thank you.
Does that do that often then?
Yeah, just, you tend to be just...
It's not a frequent thing?
No, it's not. No, you can't time it or anything like that, because I've sat and watched it, and the thing is, I always go over it at night when I'm switching off the lights and just... I know it's going to come on again, but I switch it off. By the time I get to the door, it's on
You
again.
switched it off before, didn't you, when we left the room? You switched it off.
Well, I did when you come in to try and put the light off, but it doesn't. It just comes on again.
No, but I mean, there's no remote control for that, is there?
But for the stereo?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on top of it.
Just film that, Ian, just go and show it's on top of there.
Yeah, there's the remote control for it.
Fyvie certainly presented us with many topics of debate, most notably its auditory phenomena.
What she's looking for, I suppose, bless her, is her own revenge.
Who's breathing really heavily?
And further evidence of this came our way during a vigil in the castle's morning room.
So I think we just stand quietly, yeah?
Yeah.
Everybody, and see if we can pick up on anything. Let's listen for sounds.
I feel that we are, at this moment in time, being listened to by the negative male energy. Not so much the lovely lady or the lovely girl, but the male energy. I feel he's
there, again. Well, twice.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
And again.
I'm frightened,
You're all right, don't be frightened, don't worry.
Please come forward. Please try and talk to us if you can. Show us some light. Show us where you are in the room. Bang on the floor. Please, we don't mean you any harm. We just want to talk to you. Please let us know if you can hear us.
Oh, I hear that knock again.
Yes, I did, yeah.
What did you hear?
I heard a knock, but it came from that room.
It came from in there, very clearly.
What's through there anyway?
Through here?
Mm.
Well, there's another section, an extension to this room.
Well,
Want
if
to
the
go
bangs
through?
were coming from there,
Yeah.
why don't we try and...
Yeah, okay.
Feels very cold in here.
Yeah.
It does.
It's chillier, isn't
A
it?
lot colder than in the other room.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Really cold.
40 degrees down, isn't it?
Are you here with us? If you are, please try and talk to us. We don't...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, we see what happened
And
then,
again,
Evie?
and again, and again.
Well, it's since we moved, it's in there.
Let's keep going, let's keep asking.
I keep sensing a lot of movement through that open doorway.
What do you mean you're sensing?
I can feel, I can see shadows and I can...
Let's go back
I just
in
feel
there.
like there's somebody there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
You're right.
No.
You all right?
I've just heard
Yeah.
like a... as I've just come in here. Oh. Oh. I've just come back from doing a vigil with Richard, Carl, Stuart, John Dibley, John Gilbert, I think that was it, and Richard Felix. And we went into the honeymoon suite, which was really interesting. The stuff that was coming through for Carl. I mean, at one point it sounded like how can you describe it? Like, just somebody just going, just on the floor. It was mad, and it was all to do with Carl and his past life as somebody called Dougal, which was a bit odd. Are you happy that Carl is here?
Oh, is she happy?
This does freak me out.
Alright. Do you remember him as Dougal? Can you try and do something else in the room for us now? Could you try and lift the table for us? Can you try and lift the table for us, please? Please, Dame Drummond, please let us know that you are really here by lifting this table off the floor for us now. Can you do that for us? Can you please tap on the table or move the table? I feel like tapping.
Here we go.
Please can you tap on the table for Carl?
Jesus.
Don't. Richard.
Sorry.
Oh, Dame Drummond, this is amazing. Thank you so very much. I hope you know how much we appreciate this. We really do. Please, you know our reasons for being here, don't you? Thank you. Did you know that Carl was coming here today, and did you know that he was Dougal in a life with you?
Yes,
you did. You did. Did you make this happen, Lilith? Did you make us come here somehow, some way, so that you could speak to Carl or Dougal? Is there something specific you want to talk to Carl about?
She's just happy to see him here. This is totally new, totally different. The only story about her is that she was supposedly murdered here because she couldn't bear a son for the lad.
Yeah.
Is that true? Is that right, Lilia?
Yes.
That's why you're still earthbound.
But she's happy here.
Yes, I think she is.
Whatever we had and that we couldn't keep, I'm so sorry.
Oh.
I think I must have loved you very much. John Gilbert was right underneath with the mic. Heard bang, 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 bang. Again, directed towards himself from Lilius. If it is true, and this Lilius was connected to me because of a past life, then I think it's superb. I'm taken aback by it. I really am. I've never in my life been involved with so much activity in such a short space of time. It was superb. We've had a lot of responses before, a lot of bangs, but never like this.
We asked her to move the table, to levitate the table, and the table actually lifted up.
And the trouble is we've got cameras underneath, we've got cameras around, and you know no one's pushing it. I mean, what can you say? I'm sceptical. I'm probably the most sceptical person outside of Kieran or Louis and the team. And I have no answer to it. I have no answer to it. When you ask a question, bang, bang, and it's not coming from any of us. Where can it be coming from? I don't know. I'm going off now because we're all very tired and we've had a great night.
Yes, sir, I do think it's haunted. Maybe there's nothing's happened to me as such, but all the members of the crew have really experienced many different things to them.
This has probably been one of the most haunted places I've been since I've been working on the show. It's fantastic, and it's a pity that we're only doing one night here.
This deserves another visit here by the most haunted crew, purely because it's such a large property. We've just had a walk around now on these rooms that I've never even seen, and I've been here all day.
Fyvie Castle to me has been a fantastic place. It's very haunted. Very haunted. Lots of things have happened to us, and I'll be back. Promise you. See you soon.
Table's moving, and I found out that apparently I worked here as a stable hand in past life. And I was in love with Lilius, which, by all accounts, she was a lovely lady, so it wasn't too much of a bad thing. And Yvette's not jealous because it was a past life, and it was before I met her. Anyway, I'm going to go now. Good night, and thanks very much for watching Most Haunted Extra, and see you next week. And who knows, we may have caught a ghost by the time you see us next. See ya.